Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna dive into one of the coolest features of Qt framework and honestly the thing that makes it so powerful. I'm talking about the signals and slots. If you ever wonder how different parts of your application can talk to each other without turning into a complete spaghetti code nightmare, you're in the right place. Imagine you're listening to the radio. You've got the radio station broadcasting a signal, right? And you've got your radio receiver picking it up. The station doesn't know you're listening, it doesn't care, and you don't need to know how the station works internally. You just tune in and boom, you get the music. That's exactly how signals and slots works in Qt. The signal is a radio station. It just broadcasts that something happened. Hey, a button was clicked, or hey, the value changed. The slot is your radio. It's a function that says, oh, I heard that, let me do something about it. And the connect function is you tuning the dial into the right frequency. The best part is that the object emitting the signal has absolutely no clue who's listening. And the object receiving it doesn't need to know who sent it. They are completely independent. This is what makes Qt apps so clean and maintainable. Here's what the syntax for linking signals to slots looks like. The first argument is a pointer to the object from which the signal will be emitted. The second argument is a reference to a specific signal that will be emitted from the specified object. The third argument specifies a pointer to the object we are linking to the signal. And the fourth argument is a slot that will be triggered when the signal is emitted. This is a classic example, probably the first one you'll ever write. So here we're saying, when the button says "I've been clicked," tell the application to quit. Clean and simple. And the compiler will scream at you if you mess up the types. You may notice that in older versions of Qt we access signals and slots through the preprocessor directive macros, but these days we simply reference them. You can also access a slot without specifying the class of the slot's owner if the slot is static, as in this case. As you can see, the result is the same. If you don't want to burden your class with extra slots, you can implement this slot as a lambda expression. Just write what you want to happen right there. Looks pretty gorgeous, right? Okay, here's a neat trick. What if you want something to happen only once? You can use disconnect method in your slot or lambda expression, or else if you use modern Qt version greater than 6, you can implement it way easier giving a connection flag into a connect method. It can be useful for first-time setup or welcome wizard type scenarios. And if we started discussing about connection flags, which is figuring as fifth argument of connect method, I would like to spill more info about that. Qt Creator Framework gives you a different ways to deliver the signal. This matters big time when you're dealing with threads. The first default one is auto connection. By default, Qt plays it smart. If sender and receiver are in the same thread, you get the direct call. If he is in different threads, it queues it up. You don't have to think about it. The direct connection is literally just a function call. The slot runs right now in the sender's thread. Be careful with threads, race conditions can bite you. The Qt connection one is more interesting. The signal gets packaged up and posted to the receiver's event loop. Hey, when you get a chance, run this. The sender keeps running immediately, perfect for the thread safety. And the last one is block and Qt connection. This one's like Qt, but the sender sits there and waits. I'm not moving until I handle this. Useful for worker threads needing confirmation. But big warning, this method can cause deadlocks if you're not careful. Okay, enough theory, let me show you something you'll actually use. I'm gonna show you an image gallery app, you know, like a super basic version of what you use on your phone. Here's what we are building. Fixed size window, folder full of images, list on the left, display on the right, and pref and next buttons. Simple, right? But watch how signals and slots make it elegant. Look at that, 3 connections and the whole app works. The list doesn't know about the image display. The buttons don't know about the list. Perfect separation. You can see what's happening there. Clicking previous just changes the list selection, and the list signals that change. The image display is listening for that signal. They don't know about each other, but they work together perfectly. This tiny function makes the UI feel professional. Can go past the first image? Button grays out automatically. Users love that stuff. Alright, so what did we cover today? We learned what signals and slots are, conducted similarly to radio. We discussed 4 types of connections: direct, member, lambda and one-shot. We also covered connection types for threading. And we viewed the real gallery app showing it all in action. Okay, and the last thing, here's your practice exercises. And I really want you to try this. First challenge, add a shuffle button to the gallery. When clicked, it should jump to a random image. Think about what signals you need. The second, try implement drag and drop so you can drop new images into a gallery window and have them appear in the list. And the third one, the hardest one. Load images in a background thread so the UI doesn't freeze when opening large files. Use queued connections to update the UI safely. Drop your solutions in the comments, I read every single one, and I'll feature the best ones in the next video. The link to the project will be in the comments below the video.